Hello, welcome to Jazz Emporium. So this is Niall Horan's reading. So if you've noticed, guys, I've changed my hair. I don't know if it's coming up in the light, but it's like a dark red now. So anyway, I need you guys to do something. I want your emails, but here's a reason for it. Before you're like, well, why the hell is she requesting this? So if you guys want to know what's happening with Jazz Emporium, my business, please subscribe. I'm going to put this over here. Subscribe to my website, and the first people that subscribe will get a 20% off my reading. If you really want to get a tarot reading done, please subscribe to my website, jazzemporium.com, where you'll get like a bunch of newsletters, insights, updates to what's happening with my channel. And like I said, you'll get a 20% off a reading. So for those trying to save a little bit of money while getting a reading from me, that's pretty good. That's a sweet deal. Okay, so this reading is going to be about Niall Horan and what's currently going on in his life. So thank you so much for watching my video. And that's going to be my, before I go, this is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're wondering why Niall Horan didn't get a montage with his video, you can blame YouTube for that. So because I'm starting to almost be monetized, the problem is with this is, well, YouTube really cracks down on copyright stuff, and I don't want to get sued. I don't want to, you know, for the video to be yanked or whatever. So I'm going to do things a little differently. And sorry about the change up, guys. Well, you can blame copyright infringement acts. Nothing I can control. So thank you very much for seeing this video intro, and we shall get started with Niall Horan's reading. Oh, before I go, again, if you want to book a personal reading, do so at jazzemporium.com. If you want to get a hold of me, jazzemporium@gmail.com. I will reply to you in a timely manner. And please still send in your video requests. Everybody, this is going to come up in every video. So please, bombs away. Send me your request and I will get back to them as soon as I can. And I will do Niall's reading, and then I'll do Zane's, and then it will be Liam's reading. So this is still the series of the 5 of the One Direction members. I'm sorry there's been a bit of a delay with me uploading this video because, again, I've been busy. I've been busy, and Father's Day, for those who celebrate Father's Day or have dads, or even mothers that even are dad-like spirits, or whatever you are, adopted father, single father, stepfather, happy Father's Day to all. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for being the dads and or mom dads, or whatever you want to call yourselves, or if you identify as a fathering spirit, happy Father's Day. Much love to you all. Mwah. And that will be the video intro, and come see me in Niall Horan's reading now. Hello, so welcome to Jazz Emporium. So this is going to be a reading for Niall Horan. So let's see what's the tea on him. So the cool thing about Niall is when I step into his energy, before I get started, the gemstone I get for him, and let me find it. I know I should have had it pulled out, guys, but my mistake. I got the Chalcedony Blue Agate for Niall Horan. So this is a stone about communication, passivity, and calmness. See, when I was trying to gauge Niall's energy, out of all the One Direction members so far, I'm not saying he's closed off, but he's very private, very calm, very quiet. You know, he's a very chilled, laid-back person. So this tells me Niall Horan is trying to communicate or build a structure of some sort with the Chalcedony. Calmness and adaptability is definitely what I'm coming out here with him. And he's deeply in love. It was very hard to gauge his energy. So the animal spirit that come up for Niall Horan was the rabbit. Now that could be many different things. Either he's fertile with creativity, he's fertile with his current girlfriend, Amelia, and he's very fertile with building. I'm hearing he wants to build things, build a legacy, build. He's in current process of building things, or building up on something, or coming to a climax of something, or building something. Hey, maybe it's a child. You never know. So let's see what's happening with Niall Horan. Oh, and the tarot card I got for him was the Lover's card. So that's very telling there. So makes me wonder whoever he's with now is the person he's going to end up married. So I'm going to put this gemstone right here for Niall's reading. So let's see what's coming up for Niall Horan's reading. It's coming up for Niall Horan's tarot reading. Okay. It's coming up for Niall Horan's tarot reading. It's coming up for Niall Horan's tarot reading. Let's see. What's coming up for Niall Horan's reading? Enforcers in reverse. So he's not forcing stuff in his life. So he's at a point where he doesn't feel like he has to fight for anything. I'm not meaning his relationship, but he's kind of taking a passive, peaceful, quiet role. Enforcers in reverse. So, because if it was in the upright, enforcer would be like, you know, someone who's fighting through things, drama, you know, feels like they have to fight for something. But he's at a very complacent, calm energy. Okay. Stalker, watching, obsessed. He knows you guys are still obsessed with him with stalker. Or Niall could have had an incident where somebody was trying to stalk him. Or he could have had an incident where somebody was being a little too over obsessive and he's acknowledging that. Okay. So stalker, watching, obsessed. He knows he's got many fans, many people. And side note, just like Louis Tomlinson's girlfriend, he's acknowledged that people have been stalking his girlfriend, saying some pretty nasty things about Amelia. I think his girlfriend, or I don't know if it's fiance or girlfriend, she does stuff in the fashion industry, and I gauged her energy. She seems like a very nice woman. Now, I will say, contrast to Zara and Louis, comparing to Niall and Amelia, his girlfriend didn't invade the reading. I felt very much I could tap into Niall's energy, even though he was a bit more reserved himself. She didn't invade the reading or anything like that, or me gauging with the energy, because as you guys know, before I even channel people, I tend to gauge their energy or try to call in their energy to see what comes up. And his was the calm little rabbit, you know. It's funny, the little rabbit had a little suit, like a little suit on them, like almost like Peter Cottontail, like one of those old children's books. So that could be indicative of something coming in the near future for Niall itself. But Amelia did not invade the reading. She understood, okay, you're trying to gauge his energy. Like, so I kind of like that about her, that she's not so invasive or possessive over the person. Happiness hater. People are hating on his happiness. I don't know why. Niall, I will say this about Niall. He's not one to say, and this is a Canadian slang term, to shit disturb. Niall's energy feels very calm, very at ease. Like, he's just a very happy person. Like, he don't make waves. Like, he's just very balanced and impersonable. Like, he's not, like, I would like to go have a beer with Niall. Not in a love romantic sense, but, like, just have a beer, and that would be the type I would want to sit there and have a beer with him and chat. And he'd be kind of like the calm, you know, friend. Almost like the calm friend who you go to play darts with kind of thing. You know, I'm hearing that he could be traveling or doing something in a calming nature. You know, he's trying to get back to himself. And I'm hearing he's still shooken up about Liam's death. He's come to terms with it, and he's trying to take everything in stride, I'm hearing. Giving money. See, he could be generous. He could be giving money. I'm gaining money, I'm hearing. So he could be investing in something that's going to be giving him money, or be focusing on his money. Again, he's going to make an appearance back on The Voice. Side note, my mom watches that show too, so maybe I can tune in a bit when they finally air it in the fall, because that's going to be prominent in the fall for him. You know, he's just trying to be low-key and just be calm. So our ancestors angels, can I tell me a bit more about Niall Horan? Dust it off. See, he's trying to dust off, like, I'm getting, like, this is weird. Oh, his OCD. He said to me in his energy, I have OCD. So dusting things off, he's still very neat and orderly. Like dusting off old things. I'm seeing him with like a dresser or desk, and he's dusting everything off. Like very much, I'm hearing that could be something he needs to address with the dusting off with the OCD. He's very particular and meticulous, but then that's the Virgo energy. So he's a Virgo sun, Leo moon. and Libra rising. So right there, Libras are all about beautifying and balance, which is good for his rising sign. Now, the Leo moon, of course, he's always going to be performer, shining, kind of like the same thing with Louis and Tomlinson. They both share a Leo moon, which tells me they're very happy, generous people. Side note, I was raised by a Leo moon mother. They're very kind, generous people. They do have tempers if you do push them, but they're very kind, generous people. They love whoever is near them or whoever is friends to them. They're very much kind and generous, and they're very personable to people around them. You know, when they're engaging with the public and stuff. And if you know them, you really know them. And if you gain their trust, they're very beautiful people to have around. Yeah, he's hustling for money. He's thinking about money, and it's not in a greedy way. And again, travel. So he's been hustling and traveling. You know, he's taking a bit of a break, I'm hearing, until the fall because he's going to be back to work. So he's having a little summer vacay, you know. And that seems to be pretty much all I gauge with his energy. He's traveling with his love. And people are still hating on the fact that he's got a girlfriend, I'm hearing. Like, sometimes, you know, they're not really too good with that. Okay, jackpot. All right. So far, I don't mind his energy. Now, do I want to do relationships in single deck, or do I want to do Kipper? Having a Jeopardy moment. He's also very funny. His energy, he likes to tell jokes. He loves to, like, be funny and stuff like that and all that shit. So he seems to be on the funny side of things. You know, like I said, I get a very laid-back person when I gauge his energy. Very laid-back. You know, very calm, very subdued. I'm hearing very demure. Okay, Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, Guides. What's coming in for Niall? Niall Horan? A mature man. So in these couple of years that has, like, I'm noticing now he could be conversing with a mature man, or himself. He's starting to look in the mirror and go, I'm getting old. So what's coming up here in a very kind of humorous sort of setting here is he's realizing years are rolling by and he's maturing. He's getting there up in age, or he's starting to notice, hey, I'm getting older. I don't know why that's coming in, but I'm getting that with him. Oh, whoa. That card's not supposed to be in there. The Yin Yang Tarot card. There's going to be something happening in the spring, guys. And that was not supposed to be in there, because I guess I have all my cards lined up here, and I guess it must have accidentally trapped into the tarot deck. But something in the spring is going to be very prominent for Niall. Maturity in the spring, or something's going to be very much resonating in the spring, because I was going to use the Time Oracle cards, but this popped right out, springtime. So again, spring's about fertility. So is the rabbit. So is growing and budding. Like, I'm getting a lot of growth and seeds. He's planting seeds in the spring. Or, side note, if he's already engaged to the girlfriend, or he's going to be either engaged, or I'm hearing surprise, I'm sensing there's going to be a child conceived around the spring. So spring, so let's see. So spring could be what? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So the kid could be born in Christmas time, but side note, if it's not, then he could be popping the question in the spring. So something's going to be planted in the spring. Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, Guide. What's going to be happening in Niall Horan's energy? Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, Guides. What's happening in Niall Horan's life, or 2025-2026 energy? Pathways are opening for him. So the pathway. So something is, a pathway is going to be opening up for Niall Horan. Okay. Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, Guides. Whoa. Cards are just flying everywhere, guys. Jeez. Okay. Courtship. There we go. Yeah, so the pathway to, there's going to be new budding stuff within his courtship with Amelia. That's what's coming up here. So this is definitely going to be, there's more pathways, more things leading to his courtship. I'm hearing his next record is going to be inspired heavily by his love life, his relationship where he is. He's feeling really happy, really calm. The only thing I would say, though, he's going to have to confront his OCD, where he has to things a particular way. He can't be too fault-finding, I'm hearing. Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, Guides. I'm channeling him right now, and I forgot to channel him earlier, so let's gauge with that a little bit. He's like, there's no dirt you're going to find on me. And I'm like, I'm not trying to find dirt on you. And I'm getting with him like, I'm focusing on having children with Amelia. I want to build my family. That's what I'm getting is I'm just an Irish, like he's basically referring to his hometown. I forgot what it was called. Mulligan, that's it. He goes, Mulligan. I think it's Mulligan. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Sorry, because sometimes I get brain fog when I channel because it's like you're hazing in and out. He's just like, I just want to build my life, my family with Amelia. And, you know, I'm getting a little older and I have to settle down, he's saying. And, you know, I think she's the one. He's very certain on that. He loves her to bits, he says. And I'm getting with him like he's going to appear back on the show, the voice and all that stuff. So he's kind of preparing for that. He goes, I'm just having my break, he says. Like pretty much that's his energy. He's just having his break. He's just traveling around, having fun. Until I have to go back to the grind, he says. Which means work, right? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. You know, it's funny. Nihilers, you guys, like the ones that are in the one direction, you guys are so chill. You know, you guys are so chill, you know? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's happening for Niall's 2025, 2026? Louis' name come up again. I think he's going to be watching Louis' game. That's for sure. I don't know if he's going to be in the audience or if he's going to be watching it on the he says the telly. So he's proud of Louis, what he's doing for his charity event. Because I heard Louis. So he might be getting a hold of Louis. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Mature woman. Ah, see? So he's recording a mature woman. I'm not sure how old Amelia is. Because again, I haven't really looked much up. But yeah, he's going to be recording a mature woman. Okay, spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Niall Horan's energy. Niall Horan's energy. Niall could also be drawn into old, I don't want to say Victorian, but this is like an old, sort of older deck, older time periods. He's feeling very nostalgic. He's reflecting back. Let me just get a drink of water here. Sorry, guys. Or crystallite, but yeah. Sorry about that, guys. My throat got dry. He also could be very, like, nostalgic. Like, he's thinking back to where he's been this whole time in his life. Like, he's almost, like, getting more sentimental. And yes, Liam, he says, has come up. He was, especially with that, carries a little bit of guilt. He feels like he should have done more and said more to Liam. There is something that he said to Liam that I think it still plays in his head a little bit. I'm also hearing claustrophobic and anxiety sometimes. And he's been trying to nip that in the butt. I'm hearing like might be seeing a counselor or somebody that's going to help him out with that. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's happening in Niall's 2025, 2026? High honor. So there's going to be something he's going to be recognized for in the spring. Or there's going to be something with high honor. Or something he's going to be doing in the spring that's going to be prominent. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Marriage. Did I not say he's going to pop the question or something's going to happen with him and Amelia? Marriage. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm hearing I'm hit the jackpot. There you go. There you go. He says, you got me, he says. I just like Louis' energy. I love Moon and Leo people. A lot of my great friends or my best, closest friends, they have Moon and Leo. And some of them have a Leo rising. Like, they have prominent Leo placements. And yes, I'm an Aquarius. That's my natural yin-yang. But because I'm an Aquarius sun, Leo moons would make sense. Emotionally, I need something from Leo moons. Just much as they need my chaotic sun energy in Aquarius suns. I jive with them because I'm a Scorpio moon, right? But it's also in the 5th house. So I do have that Leo energy within that 5th house. Okay, now I'm going to get more prominent timings with Niall with the Time Oracle deck. Or Time Oracle cards. When or what is going to be prominent this year of information that should be coming in about for Niall Horan. I remember when I first started looking up One Direction or gauging their energies when I started channeling Liam Payne, Niall's name was always the hardest one I had a hard time with. Because I said to my friend in Ohio, I said, how the hell do you say this name? Because I think it's Gaelic or, you know, Irish or Gaelic. And I had a hard time. And she goes, Niall. Nye. Oh, so she split up into 2 syllables. Nye, and then all. Niall. I'm like, oh wow, because it's like, it's not a common name, you know, and you know, it's like the name Sneed or Siobhan. It's like when you get to like Irish or Gaelic or Wales or anything like that, they tend, like their names tend to be not as it sounds or as it's spelled. So again, there's that Gaelic influence that always used to trip me up. See, I'm pretty good at learning languages, but Gaelic, Wales, and I'm not insulting you guys, your phonics system, I'm sorry, it's almost like it's drunk language to me. I can't pronounce it or look at it without being confused of your phonics systems. And that's my own ignorance. And I'm not making fun of you guys. I just don't understand it. Again, I'd have to sit there and learn it, and I'd have to sit there and analyze it. And for some reason that's coming up. So if I'm gauging in that energy, thinking of how difficult the names are in the Gaelic, he's obviously thinking back to his roots. I'm hearing he's going back to his roots. I'm not sure where he had vacation in, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Ireland for a little bit to kind of gauge the energy there. I'm hearing to see old family, old people that he misses. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Oh, tomorrow. So something, he could be posting tomorrow or saying something tomorrow that come up. And something in the morning time, because there's a big sun there. So you could be hearing something tomorrow about Niall, or something briefly. I'm not hearing huge news, but you know, he's going to be gauging the audience, or he might be doing a new post for all you Niallers that do watch his page. What times of the month or year is going to be prominent for 2025, 2026 for Niall Horan's energy? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. In a few weeks. Okay, so in a few weeks, I have this feeling he's going to pop the question soon. And lavender. So lavender is in this photo. That tells me with the lavender flower, calmness and serenity. He's really happy, calm, serenity. Lavender for luck, lavender for love. So if you want to look at the meaning of lavender, you can put that in the comment section down for me. Because off the top of my head, I know lavender's for sleep. He needs to get more sleep too, by the way, with the lavender. You know? That's what I like about Virgo energy. They're very practical. They work a lot. They're of service to others. So he can be very giving. With that Leo moon energy with the Virgo sun, very giving person and very balanced. See, Niall's energy is just like he's happy. Like he's so calm, you know. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. He's showing me. He's sitting there. His energy. He showed me. He said, "Hey, I gotta have a bloody Guinness." He might want to slow down on the Guinness a little tad. I don't get alcoholism with Niall, but I would still be very careful. Like Leos tend to rule the heart and Libra rules the kidneys. So he might want to be careful with his filtration system in his body. But I mean, I don't get alcoholism. Like Niall is the most unassuming, or the one that does not have hardly any problems. Like, and trust me, that does not mean he doesn't suffer, guys. But it's like he doesn't let the small things bother him. You know, like that's what I get with his energy. Like very calm, very much like he's a buddy. He's like the buddiest of buds ever. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And you know it's gonna feel weird, and you guys are gonna be like, "What?" He reminds me of my sister's cat, Jax. Just like so calm, so docile. It's like my sister petted the aggression out of him. Such a calm cat, you know. So like, you know, very quiet, but very calm, you know. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What should be a prominent time for Niall Horan's 2025, 2026? Okay, it's going to take a while. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. When is a prominent time for Niall Horan's 2025, 2026? Patience required. So a lot of you are trying to gauge in his energy, and again, a lot of you fans, September, what I say, fall time. Fall time, so his birthday is going to be a prominent time too. Excuse me. Next full moon could be prominent. In March, that would be spring. There we go. March. It's March. He's showing me The Simpsons. He's showing me the month in the Halloween specials where they go smarch to do with Willie and stuff like that, being Friday the 13th. That could have been something prominent because that's coming up too. And where it's like Bart and Lisa can't go to sleep because he'll haunt your dreams. The Scotsman, Willie, what's his name? Janitor Willie the janitor. Okay. See, he's cartoons. You could be watching a lot of cartoons, actually, or just, he's just a funny person. I like being in Niall's energy. Very calm, very practical, calm. He goes, I'm breaking the ice. I'm like, good, yeah. Okay, so what's coming in for Niall Horan's reading? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. I'm hearing bagpipe music. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. 2025. Niall Horan's 2025, 2026. Lover's card. Boom. So he's feeling very romantic right now with his girlfriend Amelia. So the Lover's card. There we go. The card I said that he was identifying with as he showed me his energy. There you go. Lover's card. So this is what I like about Niall. There's one part of him that's very, like, you know, spontaneous, but there's a part of him that seems to be very organized in some senses. That kind of is like really like funny to me how he's coming out like that. That's a really nice energy that he's just like, okay, here you go. Boom, here's the information. Spirit, ancestors, angels, get, whoa. Ace of Pentacles float, guys, in the upright. There's growth and progress happening with his union. There's also a choice here about where he wants to make money next. And I'm hearing investments, or I'm hearing stocks and bonds, or different ways that he's going to be growing and expanding with the Ace of Pentacles here, Lover's card. So that's coming up here so far. There's been growth in the relationship between him and Amelia, I'm hearing. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. King of Pentacles in the upright. So King of Pentacles in reverse happened in Louis's reading. I don't know why I keep bouncing back to Louis's reading. Probably because it's the most recent one I did. But but there's stability and growth here for Niall coming in with the King of Pentacles in the upright. And again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He's a Virgo. And yes, okay. So there is, yes, still a wolf or a dog on here, but there's Pentacles. So Pentacles, definitely money and growth are coming out here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Also, too, these are, I think, apple blossoms or cherry blossoms. That's going to be prominent, too. I'm hearing he might be going to Japan or something, or might be touring in for Japan. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's coming in for Niall's 2025, 2026? Oh, what is going on? Niall's energy just keeps, like, smashing me, what's it called? Cards out of my hand. Do I take them, Spirit? 5 of Cups. Okay, so 5 of Cups. Page of Swords. Chariot. Okay, in reverse. So what is going on here? Okay, and Judgment at the bottom of the deck. And Hierophant. Okay. Let me see here. Let me put the cards down so I can analyze this, because they all just like flew out. Okay. Let's see. Sorry guys, I just got to analyze this for a sec. So Lover's card is Gemini. I don't know if his current girlfriend is a Gemini. That comes out here. So choices. He's trying to see the brighter side of things. Now, a 5 of Cups. He's still grieving on to the fact that Liam's passed on. That's. I'm like, well, why is the 5 of Cups coming here? Has there been problems in his relationship? He's saying no, it's about Liam. So he's had like an epiphany or a message of some sort that come in from a distance. Again, something that's been blocked, or someone could have unblocked him about information coming in. So an unblocking, or he feels obstructed. He's coming to more of a clarity and epiphany about what's happened to Liam. And I'm like, with Judgment cards, choices he made, because it's under the Justice card. And I'm getting that because of Liam's death. He's like, life is too short. He wants to act on it now and to show his love and to be more open, because he's ascending up spiritually here. With the Hierophant here, he's looking to settle down and be more practical, because he realizes, watching Kate with her grief, that's the 5 of Cups here, that he feels like, okay, life is short. You know, I gotta be serious now about my life. And I keep wanting to hold my clear quartz as I'm saying this. So that tells me he's trying to get more clarity on things. Like a Page of Swords talks about clarity, messages from a distance. He wants clarity on things. He might want clarity about how Liam's death has affected him. Yeah, he wants clarity with the Seven of Cups in reverse. He's trying to be more decisive with what he wants. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides, please tell me more about Niall's 2025-2026. So let's see here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. He's kind of being stopped from either like sending a message, or somebody's been stopping to send him a message too. That's another thing up. That somebody who's been blocked, an obscure message. Why am I getting Flash Gordon here? Okay, you know, like the intro for Flash Gordon? Clytus, I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me today? An obscure body, sir. The inhabitants call the planet Earth. How peaceful it looks. What shall we do with this planet? Later. We'll have annihilation. Or later, I want to play with it before annihilation. I don't know why Flash Gordon's coming up. Maybe you guys, as One Directioners, can tell me why. Because that's very specific. Flash Gordon, the intro of, like, you know, the Queen song. There's a Queen song called Flash Gordon. And that's the intro. And I'm like, why is that coming up? So maybe he has to do things in a flash or be quick. And Spirit's trying to tell him to slow down a little bit with the Chariot card in reverse. Or there's been a blockage of movement with Niall with something here. So let's see. Let's clarify this, because that's a very weird thing that Flash Gordon come up. I don't know if that has any relevancy, guys. Maybe you guys can give me an answer with that. I'm not sure. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Four of Cups. Okay. He's starting to get more of an ascension with the Hierophant after a period of sadness and depression. I mean, because he was grieving. So he's been coming out of that. He's been trying to see the bright side of life. And again, I'm hearing optimist. Like, he's more of an optimist versus a pessimist or a realist. He's more of an optimist when it comes to his perspective. He's trying to be realistically optimistic, I'm hearing, with how he gauges about Liam's death. He's still going to miss his friend, but he's coming out of a state of depression. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides, please clarify the Four of Cups. Ace of Cups. With the little help of Amelia, I'm hearing. So he's starting to feel like he's pouring into himself more, because before with the Flash Gordon, I feel like he was speeding along doing things, and he's finally stopped and said, I want to do something for me for once. I'm hearing, and I'm also hearing he's come out of a state of unhappiness. He's pouring into his own cup and Amelia's cup, you know, full card, because he's on a brand new journey. You know, he stopped from being obstructive, and now from obstruction is coming now out of it to where he knows where he wants to go, and he wants to start a new journey. I'm hearing new endeavors. So this is not the last we're going to hear from Niall Horan. Like I said, he might be putting his investments elsewhere, or might be thinking of launching certain things to do with different business ventures. I'm seeing a lot of money coming up for Niall Horan. I'm so sorry, guys. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm filming this. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Victory and success. So this is pretty good so far. Niall's reading seems to be the most positive. You know, I'm hearing I'm in it to win it. So he wants victory and success here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. There could be another tour coming up in 2026 or late 2026. Because it's almost like a stage, and there's a bunch of hands at the bottom here. It almost reminds me of the fans. Like, they're all like, oh my God, Niall. So there could be something where he's on a stage again. Victory here. Victory on a stage. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And I will say this, comparing to Harry's, Louis' energy, and now Niall, I find I'm more focused and more really like slowing down and taking my time, whereas Louis' energy seemed more rush and chaotic, and in the movement it's like go with the flow, calm down. With Harry's reading, there was a bit of an emotional but very cerebral side, whereas Niall, I feel more like slow, and I'm slowing the fuck down kind of thing. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Ooh, this is going a little longer than I thought. Okay, he's trying to get me to slow the fuck down. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What's happening with Niall Horan's 2026? Throat chakra energy. He might want to check his throat. Make sure his throat's okay. Because my throat keeps wanting to close up and, like you could be getting sick or have a bit of a bug or a cold, I'm hearing. Again, with obstructions though, what is being obstructed? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something will be halted in 2026. So what's being halted? What's going on here? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Oh yeah, an Ace of Cups can be an engagement also. Tower card. Something unexpected. Whoa. Okay, whoa. Whoa there, horsey. What the heck? Okay, wow. Okay, that's an indicator that something's going to be blocked off for him speaking, or he doesn't feel like he could speak about something, because my throat keeps going funny. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What is the shocking thing that's going to happen for Niall Horan's 2026? A burnout. So, something, again, or something mental, like, and I'm not meaning he's mental. There's something mentally that's going to trigger him off that's very sudden here with the Tower card and the Four Swords in reverse. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What the heck? Who or what? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Something that's going to knock him on his ass and make him feel a little insecure. Okay, so Leo energy. This could be happening sometime in early July, ending of, or sorry, I said early July, but mid-July, August, because that's Leo energy. Something that's going to really throw him off with his insecurities. And what is this, Spirit? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. This could be happening between Aries and Leo season. Okay, so coming out of an illusion. What is this? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. With the Seven of Cups in reverse. What's this illusion he's coming out of? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Death and rebirth. Something that might come to an end for him in 2026. So what is coming to him for an end? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Sun card, happiness. Ooh. An ending of happiness. What is this? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Whoa. Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. An ending of the business partnership, perhaps, or business deal, or maybe the ending of the show of The Voice. Maybe The Voice is going to be canceled forever, I'm hearing. But an ending of basically indecisiveness and coming into clarity of his relationship. I'm hearing they're going to get married, Four of Wands, and something's not working. So there's stuff going to be being revealed. With the Moon card in reverse, what is being revealed? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Seven of Swords. Okay, Niall's going to have to watch for some deception coming in for him. I'm hearing early 2026. I kept wanting to say early 2026. What deception is coming in for Niall? With the Seven of Swords, or something sneaky here. Something revealed is going to be revealed. Something was sneaky. What's being revealed here about something being sneaky? A bad message coming through, or something to do with a miscommunication, or Niall could say something in the press in 2026 that's going to be perceived as sneaky or pissing some people off. And I'm hearing it's coming out wrong, and I'm stuttering as I'm saying it. Something he's going to say is going to trigger off people, or it's going to, again, Niall in the press, and he does very well to keep himself out of the press. I think he's going to accidentally say something or slip, and it's going to cause chaos and buzzing. Something about the past. That's not going to sit well with people. And I'm only going to lean to say this, Liam. It's going to say something either about his childhood, his past, or in the record industry. And it's going to throw people off. A comment or statement he's going to say. And it's going to shock people. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Can we get clarity on this? But this is going to help him grow into a person. See, he's going to mind his words. And this revelation is going to help people grow to understand him, I'm hearing. Because he's very private in some senses. Okay, so... Ooh, this is going a little long, 36 minutes. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Can we get some final messages here for Niall Horan's 2025-2026? he's going to come out of his head. And this is another thing that could come up too. I'm hearing he's got to deal with some stuff mentally from this whole thing with Liam. And it's been, there's like something, oh, that's what's going to come out in 20. He's finally going to say what his last words or something pertaining to Liam the night Liam passed or when he saw him last. And that's been eating at him, and that's going to be coming up. And it's going to shock people what was exchanged between them. People are going to be seeing Niall in a different light. And all I'm going to say to people, if it was something that they had a disagreement or said something, or he regrets something he should have said, because he's going to be coming out of this energy with not, again, my fucking throat. Niall's holding back. Wow. Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not getting sick, side note, because I'm not going to flipping be happy about that. Niall's holding back, saying something. And if this comes out that he said something that he's regretting, don't be hard on him, guys. He didn't know. So I'm going to say it like that. There could be something coming out, yeah, that he's going to have to defend himself on, saying. And he's going to feel like him talking with Liam was a missed opportunity. You know? Missed opportunity. Okay, so final messages, Spirit. Final message. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Reciprocity. So whatever he's given is going to be given back to him. Reciprocity. So if there's going to be something give to Niall, or he's going to give something to you guys. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. He's got to balance out. Not a wish fulfillment. What is this? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. So Hermit card, Virgo energy comes out at the end. There's something here selfishly. He's going to be giving back to himself selfishly. He's focusing on him time right now. And that's not, and again, he's not a selfish person. He's just pouring into his own cup. That's what he's been trying to figure out. And, you know, to keep, again, something mentally is going on with Niall about depression or hope or losing hope here. He's going to have to do something mentally here. So he's trying to pour into his own cup. Spirit, ancestors, angels, good. Final card. Final card. Again, he's trying to battle out clarity versus the lies. Lies versus the clarity. So, after a time of loss, he's still trying to grieve over what's happened to Liam. He's doing it slowly but surely, but at his own pace. So that was my Niall Horan reading. It's lots of twists and turns with Mr. Horan. So if you do like this reading, please book a personal reading with Jazz Emporium. Please subscribe, and please come to my website and give me your emails. You'll get 20% off if you book at Jazz Emporium. I mean, what's there to lose? You got nothing to lose. I'm hearing that Kiss song. You got nothing to lose. Now I was listening to a lot of music. That's why I've been channeling a lot of songs here. And please submit your video requests. I want your video requests. All right, so that's that for me tonight. And I need to get some sleep because tomorrow's Father's Day. I'm going to see my dad. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming to this video. And I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Love you guys. And I'll see you next time for Zane's video. Bye for now. Peace out.